Deep in the middle of India, in a place called the Deccan, a new kingdom was born. It was the year 1347. The big and powerful Delhi Sultanate was having trouble. People were rebelling, and out of all this trouble, a new kingdom popped up, the Bahamani kingdom. It was started by Zafar Khan. He worked for the Tughlaqs, but decided to start his own kingdom. He changed his name to Alauddin Bahman Shah and started a whole new royal family. This was a big deal. It was the very first Muslim kingdom in the Deccan that wasn't ruled by someone else. They made their capital city in Ahsanabad, which later became Gulbarga. The Bahamani kings knew their location was super important, so they wanted to take over more land. They fought with nearby Hindu kingdoms, especially the Vijayanagar Empire down south. They fought a lot over a place called the Raichur Doab. It was between two rivers, the Krishna and the Tungabhadra, and it was great for farming. Whoever controlled it was very powerful, and that's why the Bahamanis and the Vijayanagara fought over it so much. The Bahamani kingdom lasted for almost 200 years. Lots of kings ruled during that time. One important king was Firoz Shah Bahmani. He ruled from 1397 to 1422. He really loved art and science. He wrote poems and loved looking at the stars. He even built a special place to look at the stars called an observatory near Daulatabad. He was also really nice to people of different religions, which was unusual back then. He let Hindus have important jobs in his government. After Firoz Shah, a really important guy named Mahmud Gawan became prime minister. He was originally a businessman from Persia, but he was really smart and good at running things. He made the kingdom richer and stronger. He also really cared about education. He built a huge 3-story school called the Bida Madrasa. It was famous. Students came from all over, even from faraway places like Persia and Iraq. The madrasa had a giant library with thousands of books. The Bahamanis and the Vijayanagara Empire were always fighting. They both wanted the same land and resources. Lots of people got hurt, but something good happened too. Because of all the fighting, the two kingdoms started to share ideas. Soldiers, traders and artists moved between the two kingdoms, and they shared their art, ideas and even how they built buildings. Even though they fought a lot, the Bahamanis made beautiful art and buildings. They liked the fancy style from Persia, so they built amazing things that mixed Persian and Indian styles. The Gulbarga fort is a great example. It's huge and strong, perfect for protecting the kingdom. The Jama Masjid in Gulbarga is also amazing. It's a giant building for prayer, and it doesn't have any pillars inside to hold it up. It's a really cool example of how smart the builders were. In 1481, Mahmud Gawan died. This was really bad for the Bahamani kingdom. People in the kingdom started fighting with each other. The nobles, who were like important helpers to the king, were split into two groups: the Deccanis, who were from the Deccan, and the Afakis, who were from other places. They fought for power, and this, along with all the fighting with Vijayanagara, made the kingdom weak. By 1518, the Bahamani kingdom broke apart into 5 smaller kingdoms: Bijapur, Golconda, Ahmadnagar, Bidar and Berar. Even though it broke apart, the Bahamanis left amazing things behind. Their beautiful buildings are still around today. They also showed that different cultures can live together and make something new. You can still see the things the Bahamanis made and did, even though their kingdom is gone. Their story teaches us that kingdoms can rise and fall, but the things they create and the ways they mix cultures can last for a very long time.